Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Ani Imraman. For today's videos, I will discuss to you the shell and washer method. So, for the shell method, here are our radius. Here, this is our radius and our area. So, our area is equal to pi r squared. Then this is our h, or dx, where our volume is equal to eh, or pi r squared h. So in shell method, so if our graph is rotated to the x-axis, so our formula we use is volume is equal to integral of b upper b and lower a, where our a, the quantity of x dx, is equal to integral copy integral b and a. Then substitute our a is pi r squared x dx. Then distribute our pi, so ipagawas na to siya. Then copy integral lower b and upper b and lower a r squared x dx. If our graph is rotated to the y-axis, so the formula we use is volume is equal to integral of upper d and lower c, where a, the quantity of y dy, is equal to integral copy d c. Then same procedure to the x-axis, pi r squared, then y dy, then is equal to pi copy integral dc r squared y dy. For example, find the volume generated by the curve y is equal to the square root of x rotated about the x-axis, bounded by the interval of 0 is not equal to x and x is not equal to greater than or equal to 4 rather. So our given is rotated to the x-axis, so we use volume is equal to pi interval lower upper b and lower a r squared x dx. So our copy pi, then our b is 4 and our a is 0. So our integral, then the value of rb is 4. Substitute the value, then 0. Then the quantity of integral of x, our value of rr is the square root of x, so the square root of x squared dx. So next is find the antiderivative of x. So we have pi, then copy the integral 4 and 0 x dx. Then next find the value of the definite. So we have pi r x squared over x, then 4 and 0. Next you need to integrate. So we have pi, the quantity of 4 squared over 2 minus 0 over 2. So we have 4 times 4 is equal to 16 over 2 minus 0 times 0 is equal to 0 over 2, so 0 na siya. So we have 16 over 2 is equal to 8 pi. Next, we have the washer method. So washer method, where r sub 0 stands for outer radius and r sub I is equal to inner radius. So this is our outer rather than our inner. So if the graph is rotated to the x-axis, so the formula we use is volume is equal to pi integral upper b and lower a is equal to r sub 0 squared minus r sub I squared dx. If our graph is rotated to the y-axis, the volume we use is volume is equal to pi integral of dc, the quantity of r sub 0 squared minus r sub I squared dy. So this is our outer and the y-axis, and this is our inner. For example, find the volume of the solid bounded by the y is equal to x squared and x is equal to y squared rotated about the x-axis. So our y is x squared and then our x is equal to y squared. So y squared is equal to x, so we need to para makancel, so you need to square root. So square root of y squared is equal to square root of x. So cancel 2 and then the pi out the square root, so the y is equal to y is equal to square root of x. So next we have x squared is equal to square root of x. So our x is 0, so squared is equal to square root of value of our x is 0, then 0 times 0 is equal to 0, so x where our x is equal to 0. Next, the value of our x is 1, so we need to substitute, so 1 squared is equal to square root of 1, then 1 times 1 is equal to 1, so our x is equal to 1. So next, let's proceed to the formula of Washr method, bounded and to the x-axis. So we use the formula volume is equal to pi integral BE the quantity of r sub 0 squared minus r sub I squared dx. So copy pi, substitute the value of our b and a, which is 1 and 0. The quantity of the value of our r is square root of x squared minus x squared, then squared dx. So copy pi, copy the integral 1 and 0, then the square root of x squared, so we have x minus x squared, so we need to times the same exponent, 2 times 2, so we have x raised to 4 dx. Then copy pi, the square root of the quantity of x squared over 2 minus x raised to 5 over 5, then 1 and 0. Copy pi, then substitute the value of our x. We have 1 squared over 2 minus 1 raised to 5 over 5 minus 0. So pi is equal to 1 times 1 is equal to 1 over 2 minus 1 times 5. 1 times 5, 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 is equal to 1 over 5. So pi is equal to 1/2 minus 1/5, so we have 3 over 10